It is now 6 days until Election Day. Both candidates hit several states today, including Wisconsin.
Vice President Harris rallied in Madison alongside musical guests, including Gracie Abrams, Aaron Dessner, and Mumford & Sons, while former President Trump took his case to Green Bay, showing up in a garbage truck. He called out President Biden, who last night referred to Trump's supporters as garbage, he says inadvertently. That was in response to a comedian at Trump's New York rally on Sunday who called Puerto Rico, quote, a floating pile of garbage.
Joe Biden's comments were the direct result of Kamala's decision to portray everyone who isn't voting for her, which is a lot of people.
We know who Donald Trump is. This is not someone who is thinking about how to make your life better. This is someone who is unstable, obsessed with revenge, consumed with grievance, and out for unchecked power.
Which is a lot of people.
Tomorrow, both candidates will be in battleground Nevada.
Well, whether you're voting early or voting on Election Day, officials say there are a number of things to keep in mind when you go to cast your ballot. Tonight, Giovanni Ligi is breaking down some of the do's and don'ts.
Well, these flags and signs mark where some state regulations start to kick in. The law prohibits anyone from election campaigning inside of this area and even places restrictions on what you're allowed to wear inside when you go in to vote. On a busy afternoon at the Cuyahoga County Board of Elections, you'll see people voting in a palette of colors, and there's not a single campaign slogan anywhere in sight.
There are certain boundaries, certain guidelines, and certain rules when it comes to voting.
But just outside about a block away, it's a stark comparison. You'll see campaign slogans and signs the moment you park. They're all more than 100 feet away from the polls.
Behind the boundary, you can wear shirts, you can hold signs, you can have a billboard.
While campaigning is allowed 100 feet away from the polls, state law prohibits any type of campaigning in a neutral zone. It also prohibits people from wearing specific attire at the polls.
Lots of folks forget they have a campaign button that they're wearing on their chest. They may forget they're wearing a campaign T-shirt. Or maybe they're wearing a campaign hat.
These restrictions include wearing and having clothing or items that display the name of a political party, clothing or items that display the name of a candidate, and anything that shows a position for a specific ballot issue. These items include the MAGA and Harris Walls hats.
Be aware that if you go to vote and you have any kind of campaign attire on, you'll be asked to remove it. And the easiest way to do that is simply put on a jacket and zip it up. Or if it's a hot day, you can turn your shirt inside out, and that's acceptable too. Buttons have to be removed.
And West tells me they haven't had any problems with this issue here in Cuyahoga County, but stressed how important this is to remember ahead of Election Day. Reporting in downtown, Giovanni Ligi, 3 News.
Don't forget, NBC News and WKYC will have up-to-the-minute results across the country and here at home on election night. You can watch live coverage next Tuesday, November 5th, right here on Channel 3. Plus, we have a full election guide with everything you need, from polling locations, ballot questions, and issue breakdowns. Just text VOTE to 216-344-3300 to get it sent straight to your phone, or go to WKYC.com.